Ho Chi Minh City, the most dynamic and vibrant city in Vietnam. How did this city become one of the largest global startup hubs? We'll find out in the Big Story segment. Next, let's meet creative animators who turn science into something fun and comprehensible. And how about traveling across the country from the comfort of your own home? Join us in this edition of Out and About. So, here we go. Being the business hub of Vietnam, a country with 3,000 startups, making it the third largest startup ecosystem in Asia, with a growing economy expected to reach the $1 trillion mark by 2035, Ho Chi Minh City is truly the land of opportunities.
Vietnam is a place that's very dynamic, so it changes very quickly.
The biggest thing that keeps me here is the energy that the city has.
I'm energy and full of potential and opportunities.
Opportunities. I see opportunities everywhere.
The city is particularly attractive as a startup location and talent pool for foreign investors due to the abundance of low-cost, high-tech talent, such as engineers and coders who are able to build and develop products just as well as their competitors in Silicon Valley. As a result, Ho Chi Minh City has enticed foreign and Vietnamese investors overseas in all fields to build and grow their startups.
Everyone has a pretty international mindset. The English ability is pretty high. Everybody's really well educated. And most people are young. They want to work in startups. They want to do their own thing.
With a population of 96 million, 17 million of them being K-12 students, where people spend up to 40% of their disposable income on education, Vietnam is a large market for education startups. Not only do foreigners travel to Vietnam in order to join this sector, but also a number of Vietnamese overseas draw back to contribute to the development of Vietnam's educational scene. Who are they?
If I have to describe E2 in one word,
Unique.
Good teacher.
challenging.
Our home.
Hi, I'm Don, and this is Tony.
And we're the co-founders of Everest Education.
Founded in 2011 by Don Lê and Tony Ngo, Everest Education, or E2, offers advanced academic courses in English language, arts, maths, and test preparation classes. The aim of E2 is to empower Vietnamese students to gain entrance to and succeed in international academic environments.
Tony and I went to really, really great schools. Tony went to Stanford and Harvard. I went to Stanford. And when we think about our experiences, what allowed us? We're Vietnamese American. Both of us grew up in very middle-class families. What I realized is that where we are similar is we all really enjoy learning, and we have these tools to think. And I think if you have those two things, the desire to learn and then the ability to think, you can do anything. So we built Everest Education based on those ideas.
One of our core values is to put the student before everything else, and we guarantee to provide quality experience. We personalize all the learning material in class as well, so that the students are challenged at their right level.
The education startup of Don Lê and Tony Ngo was first established as a non-profit training program for college students to help them develop leadership skills. At the beginning, Don Lê returned to Vietnam with little expectation to run his startup business.
For me, honestly, I came here thinking I would be here for 1 or 2 years. I was 26 when I first came back, and Vietnam looked very different. I knew that the experience was going to be different. I knew that I was, a guest here. I'm Vietnamese American, but I knew very little about Vietnam. I think things were less clear than they are today. That's what drew me to Vietnam in the first place. So it's funny because I think it is easier today when you look at the experiences that people have. But back then, I don't think I realized that it was difficult or it was challenging. And to me, it was just part of the overall experience.
Annually, between 300 and 500 overseas Vietnamese return home to make a contribution to cooperative programs on research, science, technology transfer, training, and education. Apart from the economic potential, young people like Dong Lê returning to Vietnam realize that their efforts here can have greater positive impact on the society of their homeland.
What happened is that over a period of time, I realized that that Vietnam meant more to me than just a place where I was going to go work for a couple years and go home. I think for me, at a certain point, I realized that actually this is home. If I wanted to, I could have this comfortable life living in the U.S. I'm sure I could get paid, a great salary and have a great job, but it's not what I care about. We're not just trying to help you learn English, but we're actually helping you to develop these other skills that are incredibly important. The ability to think critically, the ability to communicate, the ability to work in teams, to present. And so for us, it's actually how do we create those opportunities for students? So it's not just about, okay, I want to have fun, but actually I'm getting a lot out of this. This is going to prepare me academically if I want to go into these other environments.
With the ideal to contribute to the community, where a child can access modern education, Everest introduced a completely free online learning course during the COVID-19 outbreak. This innovative and effective learning model solution has been praised by media outlets and publications at home and abroad, such as Forbes magazine.
What's been your favorite activity so far online?
My favorite activity so far online is basically learning, because I use my computer to learn. I don't use it to play games.
We want to be able to provide as much opportunities for students to learn and through all parts of society. It's great to have more learning centers, but honestly, when we think about sort of the students that we've impacted, when we think of even the employees and the team members that we've worked with, that to me, honestly, is probably what I'm most proud of. Coming back to Vietnam did give me a sense of this connection that I am Vietnamese. I want to do something in Vietnam. I want to contribute in some meaningful way.
The first few years of my career were really tough, actually. I didn't feel like I learned a lot that prepared me for what it's like to be a professional software engineer. So a lot of the idea for Coder School is to help people get the education that I wish I had gotten.
Coder School is an organization that drives frontier technologies in Vietnam through education, which provides coding courses, mentorship, and job placements. All of its courses are conducted in English. When Coder School was launched in 2015, providing free classes for developers was a new and revolutionary concept for the industry. Coder School covers its students' tuition costs until they are making at least $510 US. The students start to pay monthly installments based on a percentage of their income.
One of the things that Coder School is doing to make a better education is just try to make it more accessible, some more affordable, but also just more real world and more useful. I think one of the biggest things that we do to make our education better is constantly evaluate our education on that metric. So what percentage of our students get jobs? What kind of jobs are they getting? Do they enter those jobs feeling prepared or not prepared?
Teachers of Coder School are experts or experienced engineers from Silicon Valley, Germany, and Vietnam. During 5 years, more than 1,200 students have enrolled in Coder School courses, with real-world, project-based curriculum that has been tried and tested. Some Coder School alumni have gone on to work at leading tech companies such as Uber, Tiny Pulse, and Saleshood.
Because every student is different, so there are great students no matter what country you're in. But here, one thing I've been consistently pretty amazed by is the work ethic of the students I have. Our students are really dedicated. I get lots of emails late at night, on the weekends. So when I see a student that's been successful, it really reassures me that what I'm doing with my life is valuable and something I should keep on doing.
In order to improve and provide 800 Vietnamese developers with the necessary skills to be ready to work, Coder School cooperated with Facebook to implement the program Developer Circle's Vietnam Innovation Challenge. The program was completely free, combining training and competition over the course of 6 months in Ho Chi Minh City, Hanoi, and Da Nang. The trainees had the opportunity to cope with the real-life challenges posed by big companies in Vietnam.
Facebook and Coder School share a lot of the common values. So Facebook's mission is to build community and bring people together. And we feel like that's part of our mission too. So at Coder School, we're trying to teach people, but really what we're trying to do is build a thriving community of people who all care about learning, about technology, and about solving problems.
Coder School was born out of the desire to help people change their lives by learning to code. Therefore, what do they think about Coder School?
Coder School for me is they are like families. They raised me up, they brought me up from the very bottom and helped me achieve what I want and be who I am today.
Coder School have helped me a lot, so now I'm reaching the next level of my career path.
The best thing at Coder School is the teacher. That's very supportive and very good at what they do.
Coder School helped me by making it possible to achieve my goal, which was to start a software startup.
Coder School has helped me in so many ways I didn't imagine. I learned things that I didn't know I needed to know. I've also been able to get jobs I don't think would have been possible.
The hire we got from Coder School, he's just an amazing engineer, great to work with, and drives our company's engineering really, really forward. Coder School was a huge reason why we're so successful here in Vietnam.
When I'm in Saigon, I feel like people are always doing things, people are always creating, building, taking risks, and that's what keeps me here. I think it's one of the best places you can go because the industry is growing so fast. It's just a place where people really enjoy and love technology.
The other thing that I love about Vietnam is that people, more than any place that I've been to or seen, people are so hungry to learn. And I think that's what makes working in Vietnam actually really, really rewarding.
A place like Shanghai or Beijing, if you want to start a tech company, you have to be the best of the best entrepreneur even to get your business off the ground because you're competing against really well-financed companies. But in a place like Vietnam, I think that there's more opportunity for people to take risk. The first mistake that you make is not necessarily going to cost you your business or cost you your advantage. You actually have the ability to experiment a little bit more.
It's not incredibly clear in terms of everything you need to do, but that's also what creates the opportunity. I think if you're comfortable in environments where not everything is very defined for you and you enjoy the challenge, this is an amazing place.
Are you passionate about scientific discovery? Or maybe you seek a greater understanding of how the world works? Then perhaps these science-savvy monsters will appeal to you. Beta. Omega. Xi. Together, they are...
Hello.
Monsterbox, an animated educational channel specializing in science, biology, physics, astronomy, quantum, medicine, chemistry, and many more.
But who are the ones that create their story?
Tôi là Ngô Thanh Liêm, người đồng sáng lập của Monsterbox.
Tôi là Trần Tiến, là người quản lý và sáng tạo nội dung cho Monsterbox.
Mình tên là Trần Quang Phùng và mình là artist.
Mình tên là Tuấn Anh, hiện tại đang là 2D motion ở Monsterbox.
Bọn mình cũng không phải là những cái giáo sư, tiến sĩ nghiên cứu trong những cái chuyên ngành. Thì nếu mà mình lấy một cái tên là tiến sĩ hay một cái doctor gì đó thì nó quá là kiêu ngạo. Nhà bọn mình chợt nghĩ ra là tại sao không lấy những cái nhân vật hư cấu là những cái con quái vật. Chúng nó tò mò nghiên cứu về những cái sự kiện, sự vật diễn ra xung quanh mình. Con quái vật rất là thông minh, đó là Omega, là luôn tìm tòi và giải đáp tất cả những câu hỏi mà từ hai con quái vật kia đưa ra.
Your future was predicted. Really?
In addition to the continuous development of a series of entertainment-oriented YouTube channels in Vietnam, the establishment of Monsterbox in 2017 has demonstrated scientific knowledge to audiences through vivid animation.
Ban tobacco. Why do we get drunk? Do we have foods to prevent cancer? Will robot take our job?
Monsterbox sử dụng hình ảnh với màu sắc bắt mắt, nét vẽ thì mềm mại và nó phù hợp với việc chuyển động để bọn mình có thể đưa được cái nét nghệ thuật vào trong khoa học, giúp được nhiều đối tượng từ trẻ em đến người lớn và mọi người có thể tiếp nhận tri thức một cách nhẹ nhàng hơn.
Mặc dù thời lượng mỗi video của Monsterbox rất là ngắn, nhưng mà để mà làm được ra một video thế thì bọn mình phải tốn từ 900 tới 1.200 giờ làm việc cho những vị trí rất là khác nhau. Mất khoảng từ 5 tới 10 người làm việc liên tục trong vòng 1 tháng tới 1 tháng rưỡi. Một video của Monsterbox thực ra cái phần lâu nhất mà mọi người thường không tưởng tượng tới đó là phần kịch bản. Khi mà viết kịch bản bọn mình tham khảo ý kiến rất là nhiều chuyên gia một lĩnh vực gì đó. Mình ví dụ như là video thứ 10 của Monsterbox là về lĩnh vực ung thư. Bọn mình phải liên kết với những cái chuyên gia trong ngành như từ tổ chức Ruy Băng Tím, những cái bác sĩ chuyên ngành để mà sửa hoặc là cùng tham gia viết kịch bản với chúng mình.
Based on the creative motion graphics, combined with professional English voiceovers, Monsterbox has attracted more than 30,000 subscribers from Vietnam and many other countries and territories around the world.
Video thứ 10 của Monsterbox, video về ung thư. Có rất là nhiều người phản hồi lại cho mình nhờ cái video đó mà họ có thể thuyết phục được người nhà không tin vào những cái mê tín hay là những cái cách chữa bệnh không khoa học nữa mà chấp nhận đi tới bệnh viện và kiểm tra sức khỏe thường xuyên. Hoặc là video về thuốc lá, rất là nhiều người xem xong và có động lực bỏ thuốc lá và phản hồi lại với bọn mình. Cái vui của bọn mình là nhận được những cái thay đổi tích cực của xã hội từ những video bọn mình đưa ra.
Rather than creating otherworldly videos that are more science fiction than fact, Monsterbox still maintains a more traditional development path.
Từ giờ về sau thì chắc chắn là mãi mãi Monsterbox vẫn làm cái kênh khoa học thôi. Bởi vì nó là một cái gì đó rất là bền vững. Một cái sự kiện hoặc một cái định lý khoa học gì đó 10 năm sau hay 20 năm sau thường là nó vẫn như vậy, không có thay đổi gì cả. Nhưng mà những cái trào lưu hay là những cái video theo kiểu hút người xem tức thời thì về lâu về dài nó sẽ không còn được như thế nữa. Và cái sự tôn trọng của mọi người về cái kênh Monsterbox nó sẽ không còn như là khi bọn mình chú tâm vào khoa học.
Đôi khi thì mình cũng cảm thấy khó khăn trong việc truyền tải từ hình ảnh sang diễn hoạt 2D motion, nhưng mà mình chưa có suy nghĩ tới việc từ bỏ. Tại vì thì những cái lúc khó khăn như vậy thì mình cảm thấy mình càng muốn chinh phục những cái đó hơn.
Qua cái khoảng thời gian mà tụi mình làm thì tụi mình cảm thấy nó rất là xứng đáng để có thể nhận được nhiều cái phản ứng tích cực đến từ khán giả. Tuy là có nhiều luồng ý kiến khác nhau nhưng mà tụi mình tự hào vì tụi mình đã đem đến một nguồn kiến thức mà theo chúng mình nghĩ là nó đã đủ chính xác.
Bọn mình luôn ý thức được là những cái việc này và là những việc bọn mình thích, có khả năng làm và đem lại được những giá trị cho cộng đồng.
Monsterbox is currently the first channel on YouTube to follow this path in Vietnam. The goal of Monsterbox is to bring Vietnamese scientists' research to the international community through engaging and wholesome animation. Are you a traveller? If you fancy getting a dose of wanderlust straight from your TV screen, we're happy to help. join us on our journey to some of the best destinations across the country. Here we go. The central province of Thanh Hóa, home to the famous beach town of Nha Trang City, is much loved by tourists. Vietnam has become one of the top destinations in the Asia-Pacific region. According to global travel analysis firm Forward Keys, Vietnam saw the highest increase in Russian market seat capacity at 153%. Last year, Russian tourists' arrivals to Thanh Hóa reached nearly 400,000, up 1.5% year on year, making it the second biggest market for local tourism after China. Seven reasons to visit Hội An, one of Vietnam's most beautiful towns. Set on the banks of the Thu Bon River in central Vietnam, Hội An is easily one of the most beautiful towns in Southeast Asia, according to CNN. Here are 7 great reasons to pack your bags and travel to Hội An. Unique heritage, delicious food, beautiful beaches, a biker's paradise, world-class hotels, side trips galore. If you're looking for these things, Hội An is definitely your holiday destination for this summer. Quy Nhon. Perched between the tourist hotspots of Nha Trang and Hội An, Quy Nhon town in Bình Định province is less crowded, but has quickly become one of the most sought-after beach holiday destinations in recent years. It is blessed with a 42-kilometer coastline and has been dubbed the Maldives of Vietnam. What makes the beach unique and distinct are the round stones, like giant birds' eggs, that cover hundreds of square meters of shoreline. And the trip to Quy Nhon also wraps up this edition of Vietnam A to Z. Hope this program gives you useful information about the startup community and inspires you to establish your own business here in Ho Chi Minh City. Thank you for joining in, and don't miss out our interesting journey in Ho Chi Minh City in the next episode of Vietnam A to Z.